Wow, we got a good delay on Discord today.
Oh, really?
It's a good one. It was more like one, go. I was like, all right, well.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you know me, I say go on your one, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's good. That means I can edit the fucking delay in.
I guess so.
Just because you're shitty internet.
Yeah, just because you're shit.
You got two YouTubers and streamers living in one house. You got to upgrade that thing. You got to feed that hamster some Red Bull.
Well, to be honest, it's been dying.
Well, there you go.
Ever since that blizzard.
On a side note, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, welcome to the podcast. Just
nonchalantly drop in.
By the way, you guys are listening. Hello.
By the way, we have people listening to us, just in case you didn't know.
I thought about something really fun.
Also, you also for people who are gonna get annoyed at me, you might hear a small move of my mouse every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Justin knows why.
Mm-hmm. Someone's addicted to a video game.
No. For this, it's a good reason this time, okay?
It's okay.
I just want to wait it out because the mobs are mean and they assaulted me and I don't have enough life to do this jump to get to another area. And then after I do the jump, I'm turning it off. But I gotta wait.
Something about RuneScape, by the way, in case you guys are thinking he's about to jump off a bridge in real life.
I have a problem.
Yeah. It's okay. While he's doing that, just to make it fair, I'm going to be playing Cookie Clicker. So you're going to hear my mouse click every...
Just go crazy.
Like going off. I forget what I was going to talk about. Fuck. I mean, I knew the first topic we were going to talk about.
You literally just told me I have a topic that we're going to start off with.
No.
And then we start it. And then it's just, by the way, I forgot that topic.
No, I still have that one. It was a different... What I now thought of is that when I listen to podcasts, I listen while I'm driving. So now I had the thought of, what if in the beginning of the podcast or somewhere in the middle, I just screamed at the top of my lungs, like, watch out, or like just like a car, something like that. Like someone driving.
Like randomly scream.
Yeah, just deer. And even someone like me who lives in the desert where there's no deers, just freak the fuck out.
I feel like deers are just like walking targets. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they're the only animal I've seen that stays still when you see them.
Yeah, they're the only animal I've seen where I'll be driving and they'll literally just stop in front of your car while you're going like 50.
Dude, cats will book it. Like they don't get, and pigeons don't really care. They'll miss it by like a millimeter of your tires. So if they die, it's on them. But deers, like I
feel like the deers just play chicken. I feel.
I think they honestly try it.
I feel like a deer will just stand in front of the middle of the road during like the midnight, where you can't see anything. Yeah. And they'll just stand there and wait for a light to beam on them. And they're like, all right, it's my time.
They like the asphalt. I still have that video.
I gotta show my wife that I'm a man.
I still have that video.
Just stands.
What's his name? Remember my old friend Attested? Who I'm currently still friends with.
Yeah, with the deer.
Yeah, I saw the video of him hitting a deer. Before anyone thinks it's fucked up, just know I only saved it because it's hilarious to hear his reaction. It's like the calm before the storm.
It's like literally he gets into the car accident and then it's just really quiet for a good sec and it doesn't he just scream, he's just like, fuck.
Yeah, he just goes, fuck. No, and then after that he goes, are you fucking kidding me? And then he gets out of the car and he's like, you motherfucker. So
the amount of rage in his voice.
Yeah, he had to cut that part out for insurance policies. If any of you are curious, if you want to know, the deer did die on impact, so it's okay. It did not. It didn't suffer.
Sounds fucked, but
it didn't suffer.
I mean, that's true. It didn't suffer.
Then again, it didn't.
And to be honest, like if you watch the clip, it literally just jumps out of the forest right in front of his car.
Yeah, no, it's not in front of his car, and then
like there was no way for him to stop.
No. The way he hit it is that it wasn't even in front of the car. As he drives, it jumps out, and it just barely misses the front of his car. Like it hits the side of his car, pretty much. He got T-boned by a goddamn deer. And the deer paid for it. And so did Geico. Speaking of that, our sponsor for today. So
geckos.
The first topic I wanted to talk about, funny enough, how far do you think you could throw a human baby?
Sorry.
That is actually the first topic I thought about. How far do you think you could throw a human baby?
Well, here, let me look up the equivalent weight of a human baby.
Usually they're like what, like 6 or 8 pounds, something like that?
What is the average weight
of a baby?
This is some fucked up territory we're really heading into.
I'm not gonna do it.
What is the weight of what is the average weight? About 7. Oh, okay. So average weight is about 7.5 pounds, or they can also be between 5.5 to 10 pounds.
Okay.
All right. Now my next question on top of this: how heavy is a football?
I'm sure it's like a pound, maybe less.
About 16 ounces, roughly.
Uh-huh.
Now, we have 16 ounces, right? 16 ounces.
If it makes you feel indifferent, a gallon of milk
And
costs 8.6 pounds. So basically a gallon of milk. You're throwing a gallon of milk.
Throwing a gallon of milk?
Yep.
Gallons of milk are decently
Yeah,
heavy.
actually, I didn't even think about that. That is pretty heavy.
I mean, you have to think about it from like a standpoint of, do you have a good grip?
Yeah, that's my thing. That's my thought. Is that humans are like horrible like water beds. You know what I mean? You ever try to pick up your girlfriend or anyone else? The weight's not distributed just like you're carrying a ball. Like they fucking dangle everywhere. Their arms flop everywhere. Like, tossing a human over your shoulder.
Well, it depends. Like, do you wrap the... God, this is
that's what I'm saying. Is that if you try to throw a baby normally, it's so lopsided. All the weight's in the head. Like,
but what if you like wrap them up in like the blanket?
Yeah, exactly, like a burrito. Then you could really get a good spiral, and it would actually.
Oh my God.
I reckon I think I could get a really good toss if they were wrapped up. If they weren't wrapped up, it ain't going far. It's gonna start. The weight's so undistributed. There's nowhere to grab on.
That's like when you're like, you ever been like in a pool with like a little cousin?
Yeah,
or something,
and you try to toss
them
them
up, and you just fucking chuck them.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the equivalent of that.
See, now the way I've learned to do it from my parents is,
but without landing in water and there being safety.
Exactly. The way I've learned to do it from my parents when it comes like throwing your like nephews and stuff like that in a pool is you do like the shot put, or what's it called, the shock put like position. Yeah, like you rest them on your hand, but you tuck your elbow down into your ribs, and then you just basically shoot straight up as fast as you can, as if you're punching the sky, and that usually sends them on a pretty good curve. Now the baby, for example, you're gonna have to do more of an arch. It's gonna be it's literally gonna be a football.
That's what that's literally like the entire reasoning as to why I looked up a football's weight. Because I know football isn't that heavy, and I could throw those like
of course, yeah,
50 yards.
They're also aerodynamic. They're very much shaped to have that spiral effect. Babies are not, but I feel like you could get a pretty good spiral on it.
Yeah, if you get a good spiral, like that's a 50-yarder, no doubt. No spiral, maybe 30.
For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm thinking the only instance I'd have to throw a baby maybe being in like a grocery store. So I'm thinking I can make it like 3 or 4 aisles. Yeah.
A grocery store?
Yeah, like I think you can make it. I don't know. That's a good unit measurement. I don't know anything with yards or feet or anything like that. So I feel like a grocery store, I can make it from the self checkout to like aisle 3, I think.
Depending on where aisle 3 is.
Yeah, if it's like a Costco or something like that.
There's a lot of little like equations that have to go into this.
Yeah, you ever been into a Costco? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I can make it into the upper rafters.
God, man, speaking of a Costco, I haven't been to Costco in years.
I went to one recently, actually. It was pretty nice.
I think the last time I've been to one was maybe I was like 15.
I went to one recently. And I spent $150. I have enough food to not leave the house for like a good month.
You know what my mom used to do when she used to go to Costco? She used to get Slim Jims.
Oh, yeah. They sold those.
Because they would come in like a gigantic container of like 100 of them for like $20.
Yeah, where do you think I got those ding dongs from?
Whatever.
I ate one before stream.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
I said, it's been so long since I've been to a Costco. I mean, let's be honest, half of the reason why you went there wasn't just for the food to shop, it was for the free samples.
Oh my god, yeah, it was lunch basically. You got free lunch.
You gotta go in for those free samples, baby.
Yeah, like I got pizza rolls, 160 of them for like $7. That's like lunch for a week. So I'm planning on having a heart attack before I turn 25, basically, with the groceries I end up buying.
With the amount of food that I have bought, I will die.
The amount of processed foods going into my diet's a pretty good amount. Pretty good, unhealthy amount. You know what the problem is? Why is junk food so fucking good?
Because it's bad for you.
That's the thing. I've had good.
I feel like that's the most easiest example of an answer, because that's the same thing my mom used to say.
Because it's bad for
Which
you.
you would be like, junk food is bad for you, but it also tastes good.
See, now I get
So,
why Eve ate the apple. It's just fucking good. It's just that good.
Is that
How
gushy?
could you not eat that apple? How could you not eat that Twinkie? It's just that good. So I'm having a bad time losing weight right now. If you can't tell. No, it's fucking good. I've had some good cooked meals at restaurants or even at home. It's like, oh, this is good. How long did it take to make? Oh, like an hour of prep. It's like, fuck. Taco Bell's like 10 minutes away. It's right there. So easy.
Yeah. No, actually, like funny enough that you bring that up. It's like I literally just made like a goals like chart for myself.
Yeah, I saw. You want to cook more?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to try and cook at least once every other week.
What?
Or I think it was once a week. No, I'm talking about like new recipes.
Oh
I'm
my
not talking about
God.
like
Okay.
calm yourself.
Like,
I
damn.
said that wrong.
You will
No,
gain
I
weight.
want to try and cook. I want to try and cook a new recipe bi-weekly, like every other week.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I'm always cooking the same shit.
Do you cook for yourself pretty often?
I do actually. I made myself dinner tonight.
What do you make?
I had ramen with some leftover yams, and I had broccoli with cheese.
I'm gonna give you.
So a very strange combo.
Yeah, I mean, you get the.
But very delicious.
Gotta climb that food pyramid.
And the broccoli and the yams were leftovers from a few days ago. So.
I'm gonna give you a secret of like how to make it. Like this is my. Ever since I moved out and I bought this thing, or I got it for Christmas because I asked for it because I knew what it could do, and it's got the potential to change your life. You gotta get yourself an Instapot, like a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
Those things can make anything you goddamn want. Anything. I cooked a salmon in that thing. It does anything. You can make. I've made rice, beef stroganoff, my absolute favorite. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
Beef stroganoff's amazing. I made. I don't know if I said fried rice, but I did that again. You can cook eggs in it and anything you want. That machine, you just press go. You could be the shittiest chef in the world. It's not, literally my recipe for beef stroganoff. You don't even stir it. You just toss that shit in a certain order, and it does the rest. It's like that machine from Spy Kids. You put the packet in it, you open it, McDonald's comes out. It's like that, but for grown-ups.
But for grown-ups.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you're a child, go get yourself an Instapot. Save up your allowance. Get yourself an Instapot. Fucking.
And then wow your family.
Throw anything, or throw some fucking carrots, some toys in there. Throw your Barbies in there. You'll make something. Not edible, but you'll make something.
I was gonna say, can't tell you if it'll taste good, but you'll make something.
Man, I really want to throw a baby right now. Can't stop thinking.
Can you stop? Jesus Christ!
I really want to throw that baby right into the Instapot. All right.
See, I feel like this podcast is gonna be a little goofier, just because it's really late for me when we're recording this.
Oh, good.
And also, Justin, you just got home from work.
I just got home from work after an 8-hour shift. I wasn't even supposed to work 8 hours.
So I feel like we're in that like ridiculous mode where I'm ridiculous because I'm tired, but you're ridiculous because you've been serious all day and you need to let it out.
Oh my God. I was just about to say, you're right in my mindset, dude. You are in my pants. I'm fucking right there. Actually, that's one of the topics I wanted to bring up. I feel like we could talk about this for the next 2 hours. My favorite thing to do is talk shit about customers. I love it. It's the best thing in the world. All right, so I'm alone in that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, obviously, it comes down to the customer being a dickhead. But...
No, not just a dickhead. Just maybe I'm just a shitty person. I think that's what it boils down to. I think I'm just an asshole. Like my thing is,
could be
at my store that I work at now. That now I work in retail. Fuck me.
Good luck.
I know. I'm honestly fine with it.
I've been dealing with it for nearly 6 years. Good luck.
I'm not new to this. I got it. But, we do stocking where you make all the products look nice. If there's a condom in the back of the box, you got to pull it all the way forward. So that way it makes it look like.
Yeah, it's called facing.
Yeah, you call it facing. My company calls it something else. I don't fucking know. But I did that, right? And we have a lot of products. Of course, it is a store. Money can be exchanged for goods and services, So I'm pulling everything forward, making everything look nice. And with this one motherfucker, he looked like a nice man, but he walks up to it and he reaches behind the display item to grab something from the back, like as if it's fresh milk. And it was, if you want to know, it was like a bag of fucking bread or something like that. Not even bread. No, it was just anything you can think of that's non-perishable. Like, let's just say it was a can of fucking cayenne pepper, right? He reaches behind and grab it, which means I have to walk up and pull it forward again. It takes about 30 seconds of my day, but but it added about an hour of hate to my body. Fuck that dude. But the thing is,
See, the only time I really go and grab something from like behind an item is like drinks.
that's fair.
Because as someone who works in retail and has dealt with, companies, dealing, because I used to work with the companies like with Coca-Cola and stuff like that.
Right.
I used to work with them when I was in charge of the coolers.
Mhm.
So as someone who was doing it all the time, I learned that, yeah, you know what? You should probably grab the drinks from the back because they're going to be the coldest.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
they're
of
the ones
course.
that just came in. It's just like that simple thing. But not only that, but most of the ones that are in the back are the ones that are, farthest from being expired. So in case, people don't get to it on
See, that
time,
makes sense for
you don't have to
milk.
worry about it being expired.
Yeah, that makes sense for milk. But for like cereal, this guy had no excuse. I made it look all nice and fancy.
That's a little weird.
I will say the only reason I do it, because I'm guilty of this too, which is why I can't be that mad, is I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, and I know the one in the back is the one that people haven't touched because it's on, it's in the back stock. At some point, hands have come across it, but like it's not the one that people have maybe grabbed and put back and stuff like that. Same thing if there's a stack of cups, like at a gas station, I will lift up the top one and then grab the one underneath. Because I've just seen so many times that people will grab the top one and, kind of sneeze in it and then put it back. Yeah.
Ew.
You know what we have at my store? We have a Pokemon cereal. That's a new thing.
Really?
Yeah, Pokemon cereal. Has Pikachu on the front of it. And has like little Pikachu shaped fucking marshmallows. It's by General Mills. They make every cereal.
I'm about to possibly bring up a topic which might trigger you and about 90% of our audience.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
I don't like marshmallows in cereal.
All right. Well, fucking, you are one boring ass fucking dude.
Like Lucky Charms, don't like
you
it.
are. Oh, you're just boring. I don't like I have that much shit against you. That's just boring. Like, okay, if you,
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It just tastes weird.
Okay, so if you ate Lucky Charms, would you eat just?
I would eat the plain crap.
Oh God, you're fucking disgusting. You are disgusting, dude.
See, I was just gonna trigger
See, now
you
that's the thing.
if you like them.
Eating something like Honey Nut Cheerios or what's that fucking that one that every person over 60 eats? It's like Oat Thins or whatever. Has like it's like Chex Mix, but it's cereal.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that I completely understand. It's built for that. You know what I mean? But like Lucky Charms on stuff, if without it, that fucking the tricks, Captain Crunch, all that, it's just
I don't like tricks. I don't like Captain Crunch.
It's all the same without that shit.
Mm.
But now, to be fair, I haven't had those in a long time either. I eat stuff that I only eat all of it. For example, that would be what's the one with the fucking Flintstones
Oh my God,
on
it's
it?
making my teeth like feel uncomfortable. Cause the thing with the marshmallows is they don't like the biting of it. Like I don't know. It's like the sound or like the texture. Yeah, like it's actually bothering my mouth. Like that I'm thinking about it right now. Like I don't know. I just don't like the biting and the sound of it. It sounds super strange and weird.
Well, that's the thing. To be fair, I'm kind of on that side with that. Not for that reason. You're just weird. But I don't eat cereals that have those just because none of those really. I wouldn't eat them. But the ones I would eat, I would eat all of it. Like Fruit Loops. Wait, no, it's not Fruit Loops. What? Fruity Pebbles. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I don't think I've ever had Fruity Pebbles.
It's a bowl of candy.
I'm pretty sure I've never ate it.
It's really good, and it's just a bowl of candy, basically. But it's really good.
This is a bowl of candy.
It really is. It's a bowl of rainbow candy. But like stuff like that, there's no marshmallows. It's just the cereal. So I get that.
See the stuff I like like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like like Frosted Flakes, Reese's Puffs.
Yep, Reese's Puffs.
I like Special K, as random as that sounds.
Yeah, I get it.
The heck's the other one? Honey, is it Honey? No.
Honey Nut Cheerios?
What is it called? No, it's something else. I forgot what it's called.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, that's a movie.
They probably had a cereal at one point.
What it's called. I'd have to look it up. Let me see. I'm trying because it'll bother me if I don't remember what it's called.
Well, that's in General Mills, the one that made the Pokemon candy. I think they're only a company that makes seasonal products.
I just found the Pokemon cereal you're just talking about.
There you go.
It literally popped up like the moment I typed in cereal on Google.
Yeah, so it's made by General Mills, and they make
That's weird.
everything. They made the Minecraft cereal, so I think they do it for companies that want to make like promotional items. You know what I mean?
I think that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
additional money not only in their pocket but in the other company's pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really.
What the hell is it called?
I'm gonna admit it.
This is gonna bother me because I literally just had it.
I'm gonna.
There we go. Yeah, honey bunches of oats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like those because they come. I like the ones with the clusters.
Okay.
Oh, shit's great.
I'm gonna make a sad confession here, and that's that the Minecraft cereal didn't taste that good.
I didn't eat it.
I just have it for novelty, honestly.
It's still in my pantry.
Yeah, no, it's good as a novelty item. It's not that good. It has like a little bit of cinnamon to it, but it just tastes like cardboard, which you might like because it has nothing but those little brown.
You'll
shits
never
in it.
guess why I didn't eat it.
Because it's got marshmallows. Yeah.
It's got marshmallows.
Well, the good news for you, Mitch, is that the entire thing tastes like cardboard. So it's basically like you're not eating the marshmallows. There you go.
Yeah. No.
I like wheat thins too. Wheat thins or frosted wheat thins, of course.
Thins
That
are
way there's a
good.
little bit of sugar in it.
You ever have the Cravos? Is that what they're called?
What?
I think they're called Cravos.
Crave? No, I haven't heard of it.
Or just Crave.
Nope.
It's just called Crave. Yeah, Crave cereal. Here we go. Yeah, I was right. It's like little. The hell's the best way to describe this? It's basically like a shell, and then it has like chocolate or whatever on the inside.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm talking
Are
about?
they like pointy shaped? Or like triangle shaped?
Not really. They're more like a rectangle.
Okay, because I've had some that are triangle shaped, and I stopped eating after it stabbed the roof of my mouth.
No, it's more rectangular.
Okay, then I have had
I used
them.
to eat these like a fiend, because of the chocolate in them. I used to have the double chocolate.
As a kid,
Like the outside was chocolate and then the inside was chocolate.
Oh, so it's just chocolate. You just ate chocolate.
It was literally just chocolate.
I ate Cinnamon Toast Crunch like a religion as a kid. Fucking love that stuff. Still is good.
Yeah, I just bought Cinnamon Toast Crunch churros. It's very interesting.
What they were selling in my store, now they're sold out, Cinnamon Toast Crunch seasoning. So it's really just a bottle of Cinnadust, but from the cereal.
I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch creamer in my fridge
What the fuck?
for my coffee.
Oh, speaking of creamer, actually, I was actually thinking about this as we started the podcast. So, sadly, which sucks, as a kid, I would drink a jug of milk every few days. Sadly, now, for some reason, I've become lactose intolerant. At least I'm pretty sure. I've done like a test A and B where like I don't drink milk for like 2 weeks and nothing happens. And then I do it and I get like really bad stomach aches. So I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant now, which sucks because I fucking love cereal and stuff like that. But whenever I go to get coffee, I go to Dutch Bros and they have an option where you can get oat milk instead of normal milk in your drink, which isn't bad. However, oat milk has such a powerful flavor that all I taste is fucking oat milk in my cinnamon coffee. You know what I mean? So
it overpowers it.
yeah, when I go there and I get something, called a Christmas morning drink, and it has like, it has white vanilla, macadamia, all I taste is fucking oat milk. However, what my girlfriend bought for me today, she went to the store to get some more creamer for my coffee, and I don't really like coffee that much. I just drink it for social purposes.
I have at least 1 cup a day now, which is really bad.
Yeah, you should try to maybe like do it every other day to help slow yourself down on
I'm
it.
trying.
I have one maybe twice a week, but that might change because she bought oat milk liquid creamer made from Coffee Make. It made the coffee taste fucking delicious. Like usually coffee's really bitter, and I only do it for the energy and the social standard of it, but it tasted.
See, I don't really do it for the energy because I don't really get crazy energetic from it.
Are you just addicted
I
to
just
caffeine
like the
then?
taste.
Really, you just like the taste?
I just like the taste. Yeah, as weird as that sounds, like
Wait,
even my dad's kind of the same way too. Like when I visited, me and him had coffee at least like twice a day.
don't you put like a pound of sugar in it though?
No, I've been slowly putting less and less sugar in it.
See, that's the thing. When you make coffee,
I've been trying to wind myself off.
the more and more light brown your coffee gets, the more unhealthier it's getting.
Yeah, I know. Which is the reasons why I use creamer a lot more now.
Right.
Because it adds flavor instead of me pouring like a shit ton of sugar in
I've
it.
definitely always preferred cream over sugar.
Did you ever see me make coffee when I was? I don't
I don't think
so.
you ever did,
I
no.
I don't think I had a coffee when I visited you. I need to I need to send you a video of how I make my coffee. It would scare you.
Your sugar
The amount
intake,
of
you mean?
sugar I
Or
used to
okay.
put in. Well, because when I'm done with the coffee, there's usually like a sugar canvas at the bottom.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Dude, at that point,
You
just
ever
I don't even know what you should
damn, I
replace.
was yeah. So
I
that's why I'm trying to use a bit more creamer instead of sugar because I'm trying to get off the sugar part of it.
even then, you kind of have to limit creamer. Creamer's very
Yeah, that
unhealthy.
too.
You know, what I used to do as a kid, that was very unhealthy. When you ever go to gas stations, you know how they have the little creamers, like in the blue cups?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to just drink those
Just
straight
buy
up.
those.
Yeah. No, just
You
drink
used
them.
to drink those?
Yeah. Every time me and my friends would go to the gas station, which was
What?
about like once or twice every now and then, you just walk in, pop one open, drink it down like it's a shot. Tastes delicious. Anything after
What?
one or two, it started to taste gross because it was so much vanilla. But yeah, you just pop them.
Oh my god.
You think I'm crazy, but try a sip, just a small sip of your
I'm
creamer.
about to go downstairs and grab my cinnamon toast crunch creamer.
No, seriously.
Just to go.
When my girlfriend brought home the oat milk creamer, I tried a little sip because I was like, oh, let's just see how it. Oh my god, it makes you just want to chug it. But then after the first 3 sips, you're like, oh fuck.
And then you feel sick, and then it's like, oh god.
Exactly. So I recommend just try a little sip, just a little mouthful of your creamer. It tastes like pure candy. Like it's amazing.
Hmm.
And then I did that as a kid, and I got one too many, and I had quite a trip to the bathroom with that. When's the
I was gonna say, I was like, did you get a sugar rush or something?
Yeah, no, just the
Just-
body can only take so much pure vanilla in your stomach before you have to get.
You ever had a sugar rush?
No, I don't think so. The only time I've had anything close to that, as far as I can remember recently, is I got so at Dutch Bros, which I'll bring this up a lot. It's the only place I go to get drinks. They have something called a Rebel, which is basically a super Red Bull or like a super Monster Energy drink.
Yes, that sounds like not a good idea.
Yeah, so I had a drink of that, and I hate the feeling. I had anxiety, but I wasn't anxious about anything. I was just sitting at my desk
Like, you're,
freaking.
like, heart palpitating.
Exactly,
And stuff.
my heart was beating. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I'm freaking out. I was thinking I was having anxiety, but I wasn't scared of anything. So I relaxed once I found out it was just the drink. So then I sat there calmly.
That's how I felt when I had a Monster for the first time. I mean, this was years ago. I was like 13.
Yeah.
I had a Monster for like the first time in my life, and I felt like I was dying.
See, those aren't bad.
Because like that was before like the anxiety really started to kick in, like as I got older. So I didn't really know what that feeling was.
Right.
So it was like it was scary,
Yeah.
and I haven't had a Monster since. And then same goes with like a Red Bull. Like I had a Red Bull once, maybe like a few years later, and I just couldn't try. Just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I can take those.
So,
But like I said,
I try to stay away from any energy drinks at all.
the one I had was like double the power. What I did have, sorry, excuse me. When I worked at Panda Express, like any job that offers you part time, whatever, if they offer you hours, you take it because you need the money. So I worked 2 12-hour shifts in a row. So I worked from like noon to midnight, 2 days in a row. Yeah, it sucked. It hurt a lot. But on the second day, I was like, man, I'm starting to feel it. And there was a Walgreens right next door. So that's where we'd go buy our like lunches or drinks. I walked in and I saw a 5-hour energy. I was like, I've never tried one of these. Fuck it. Why not? So I bought a 5-hour.
I've almost tried one before.
Well, here, let me tell you how mine went, and that may change your opinion. So let me tell you how my trip went on acid. But no, I grabbed one. And it says on the bottle, says if this is your first time, or if you don't know how to react, or if you only need a little bit of energy, take half. And then if you feel okay, take the other half. Basically like taking any drug or something like that, they're telling me. So I took half, walked around for kind of like 30 minutes or so. Didn't feel anything, just kind of, and not even like,
okay, I could drink the rest.
Exactly. So I took the other half and I was like, all right, that's cool. And then, immediately. So what it felt like
was like a train.
No, it's like all the blood in my limbs like rose to the surface. Like you got in a hot tub or like a hot bath, Makes your skin super itchy. It made me feel like I was getting pinched all over my body, like little needle pricks almost, like everywhere. I was sweating and my heart was beating super hard.
Jesus.
And I was sitting here, I was like, okay, I'm okay. I'm not gonna have a heart attack. But I thought, and it was funny enough, this actually worked. I was like, okay, I got all this energy. I just need to get it out of me. So I just started working super fast. Like I was the fucking Flash. I started making food at Mach speed, stocking stuff in the back, washing dishes, just trying to expel as much energy as possible. And it worked.
So that way it would like get out of your system.
Exactly. It's like putting nitrous in a car. You got to get it out. And what's crazy is that after about 30 minutes of doing that, I felt really energized and like at the good level, like what I want it to be. So
Yeah.
it worked, but it had some consequences. So I'm not gonna ever do that again.
I'm just like I'm just very iffy on energy drinks. Like the only energy I guess drink in a sense that I drink is coffee.
Mm.
But other than that, like I don't drink Monster, I don't drink Red Bull, I don't drink Nas, I don't drink any of that shit.
Another story from Dutch Bros. Sorry. God, we need a sponsorship.
Sorry, I really like Dutch Bros.
I do. They're a great company.
I mean, I only had them once, so
they're a really great company. I'm a big fan. Also, like 3 of my friends work there, so that helps. My brother came to town. And I was like, "Hey, you gotta try Dutch Bros." My family always pokes fun at me because, of course, I love it, and they're like, "It's not that good." So they're all boomers that like black coffee straight from the teat of the coffee bean. My brother was like, "All right, I'll come try it." I was like, "Here, look at the menu," and there was a drink called 911. And it had like, it just said coffee, chocolate, white chocolate, stuff like that. And so he got it and he drank it and he's like, "Man, I've shat like twice today and I'm running around crazy." And I called my friend. I was like, "Oh, hey, we just got Dutch." He's like, "Oh, what'd you get?" And I was like, "Oh, I got this." My brother got the 911. He's like, "You got the 911?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You know that has 7 shots of espresso in it, right? That's why we call it the 911. My brother's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You gave me 7 shots of espresso?" And for anyone who doesn't know anything about coffee, espresso is like the size of like a little teacup because it's basically a full cup of coffee condensed down into one little
it's
sip.
crazy. I've never had an espresso. I've had a cappuccino a few times. I've never had espresso, and I probably never will.
My dad has an espresso every morning. It's not bad if you have one. It's basically just having a cup of coffee and a sip. It just tastes.
Yeah, but what you just said is that he had 7.
Oh, exactly. You usually only supposed to have 1 or 2. They just taste like shit to me. I'm not a big coffee person either. That's why I use creamer and all that. And like heavily flavored coffee. Like I have the 3 coffees I've been drinking so far have been, what's the name of the company? Oh, Cinnabon cinnamon coffee, Starbucks vanilla flavored, and then my favorite. I'm not gonna try and butcher the name. It's this Hawaiian company, and I actually had them in California and in Hawaii when I went to go visit. So they're amazing. Ugh. Sorry, I was burping up some Gatorade.
Yeah, I know. I felt it.
You like Ryan Reynolds, right? Have you seen Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any of his commercials or anything he posts on YouTube?
Not really.
Well, the stuff he posts on YouTube is absolute gold. They're all ads, but the ads that he makes are hilarious. And he owns a gin company. And of course, seeing those ads, I love Ryan Reynolds. I was stalking the other day, and I found his alcohol. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah. I remember us talking about this.
Oh, I have a picture to send you actually. Yeah, so I already told you, but basically, I bought Aviation Gin, Ryan Reynolds alcohol, and man, for a gin based off of planes, this shit burns going down.
Really?
Oh yeah, I haven't had like
I've only had gin once.
Yeah, I haven't had like a full
Is it a trip?
shot of it, but I have a picture to send you. I found it. We're talking about it. I found Snoop Dogg's wine.
Okay.
So if you want to know what that looks like, there you
You
go.
might have to show the audience too, since you're showing. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. This wasn't while I was working. This was just at basically this is actually Costco. You can tell by the red steel in the background. There you go.
I'm trying to read it.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in on it. Let me see here.
I know at the top it says Snoop in the signature.
Contains 14.1% of alcohol. It's only 2 years old, that wine you hold it in your hand.
How long? I don't even know. Like, so can alcohol not go bad?
I don't know.
Like this gin, how long do I have before it starts cranking up its power?
That is a question that someone over the age of 21 in our audience can answer, because I have no idea.
Which we both are.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, me and you don't drink.
No.
Like, really.
Nope.
Like, we hit 21, we were like, dope, took like a shot, and we were like, all right, I'm good.
Yep,
That was
exactly.
it. Like even for me, I like my mom when I visit sometimes if we're like I mean last time I visited like a while back like the World Series and stuff was going on
Mhm.
and you're like, "Oh, why don't you have a beer?" And I had like one. And that was it. Like my one and done rule.
Yep, exactly. My first shot of any type of hard liquor will be this aviation gin. I'm doing it this weekend with the lyric.
Mm,
Hopefully I don't puke.
hopefully.
That's all I'm worried about. It's just gonna burn, fucking burn going down. It's gonna burn coming back up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've never been one for that.
I can do shots like I don't want to like brag,
Oh,
but I can hold my alcohol pretty well,
I'm pretty sure I can't.
at least from what I've seen. Cause like yeah, I get wobbly and stuff, but I can hold it pretty hard. I mean this is when our friends visited in October. Or no, it wasn't October, it was September. And we all drank that night. And we drank a lot. I think I had 9 shots of Fireball and like 3 beers and like a shot of vodka, and I was fine.
Right.
Like I was stumbling, yeah, but like I was there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even though my legs weren't, like my mind and everything else was still there, and I was like able to talk to you completely fine.
I'm sorry. I have this. I'm just gonna give it in one big push. I just got this huge fucking tickle. Yeah, I know you can hear it. There's one tickle in the back of my throat that won't get out. Here we go. What? Any drivers listening right now? All right, watch out for that deer.
Pull over.
Yeah,
Watch out.
your tire didn't pop. Don't worry. Well, no. What's scary is that the last time I ever, because I have a pretty good fear of throwing up. I hate it.
Yeah.
Just everything. The last time I
know, you
did throw
told
up
me.
was due to like substance intake. So like it freaks me out, you know. So I want to take a shot. You're like, all right, guys, I feel going.
Yeah,
out.
no, thankfully I've never gotten like drunk or sick.
Me neither. Well, no.
Like even though I was like, well, I guess drunk. I don't know, cause I mean, like I said, I was really wobbly and stuff.
definitely, I think,
So, like,
yeah,
I
definitely been
guess.
tipsy.
I
I don't know, man.
I've never gotten to the point of where I would like wake up the next day and not know what happened.
Blackout
You know what I
drunk,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like once I hit my and the thing that I do too when I drink, which for any of you people who are over the age of 21, you should probably follow this rule. I space out my drinks very like I space them out heavily.
No, all at once.
So like if I have a shot and then I drink a beer, that beer will last me like 30 minutes.
No, you get an IV bag and you tap your arm. You know,
just
get a
put it
good
in.
vein. Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight.
But when I drink, I space out my drinks pretty heavily.
Well, yeah,
So I
that's.
feel like that's why I don't get
I
drunk.
was about to say that's why you haven't gotten drunk, because to get drunk, you usually have to pound it out.
Yeah, I usually space it out very heavily. Like even though I said, I had like 9 shots and another shot and then
Well,
beers.
actually, let me put on my glasses here. I
Spaced it out.
recently had to do some alcohol testing because I had to get my alcohol card to be able to sell alcohol to customers. So I had to learn about how the alcohol
had to get a
affects the human
card?
body. Huh?
You had to get a card?
Yeah, you know, you have like your food handling card.
What?
What? You know how you have to get a food handling card? Like if you work in fast food, you have to get a food handler's card?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't
Whenever
know.
you work at a restaurant or anywhere including food, you have to have a food handler's card. It's like a card that
Really?
means you went through the process of learning what temperature to store this meat at, how long meat can sit out without going rotten, you know, how long
Wow.
can seafood be sold to people without making them kill themselves, you know, whatever. Like,
I did not know that.
you've never had to have one?
Nope.
Well, in case you ever go into food service, you need a food handler's card.
Which I'm not.
That has to be a federal thing. There's no way that's a state thing.
Well, I mean, the thing is too, it's like when I worked in New York, I was able to sell beer,
Wow.
but I didn't need like a card.
Okay, that might be a state thing then, because in Nevada,
Maybe.
you need
I
an
don't know.
alcohol like sales card saying that you're allowed to sell
Yeah.
alcohol. So I have
The only
that.
thing you needed to sell it was you had to be 21 and older.
Yeah,
That was it.
that makes sense.
That was the only thing you needed.
Why to learn?
And then if a minor at the register had to ring out someone for beer, you would have to like go up
Yep,
with that cashier
same way here.
and then like watch over the transaction, and that was it.
Well, I had to learn
Oh.
about how alcohol goes through the human body And they say the average is that your body gets rid, as long as you've eaten food, of course. If you do on an empty stomach, you're fucked. But the human body gets rid of about 1 beer per hour. So if you have a drink per hour, you pretty much will just stay.
That makes sense why
Yeah.
I don't really get crazy tipsy from drinking beer, because I take a very long time to drink beer.
Oh, dude, it'll take me 2 hours to sip 1 beer. I'll just keep sipping on it because I hate it. It tastes disgusting.
Yeah, it takes me like a good 30 to 45 minutes to fully drink a beer, unless I chug it.
All right, guys, for our next topic, now we're talking about crack cocaine.
All right.
Only get it.
I don't know what it looks like.
It's white.
It's just white.
Yeah.
It's just white. I don't know what else to
It's a
bring
white
up there.
sugary powder. Yeah. White fine
It looks
powder.
like crystals.
Looks like, yeah. Not diamonds.
guess.
Looks like, you ever spill sugar on a table? Kind of like that. Just,
And then dump water on it.
yeah, it's just, what would happen? Yeah, it would just dissolve. You just get muddy fucking water.
Just muddy Coke.
Cheers, boys. Next, weed. We're going to talk about cannabis now. All right. Mitch, what's your favorite strain?
I don't even know what any of those are.
Mine's purple unicorn shits giggles. All right.
I'm sorry.
That makes me run through the Walgreens parking lot. Balls and no, I'm just
What the fuck?
Oh my god. That's the thing. I can't. Oh, I mean, just myself as like an anxiety person. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a hypochondriac when it comes to my body. You know what that is?
I mean, you could explain it.
Okay, well, a hypochondriac is like I always thought I was gonna get sick from something. Like if I scratched my arm on like a piece of metal,
Oh,
I'd be like, "Mom, am I gonna get rust in my blood and die?" You know what I mean? Like, or like, "Mom, this milk is a day expired. Am I gonna die now?"
Mom, this pen spilled ink on me. Am I gonna get ink poisoning?
Yeah, this lead is in my bloodstream now.
Stuff like that.
Exactly. So, me being that person, I just can't fathom the people in high school that would take like drink and every type of substance. It's like, how are you not scared that you're not gonna die? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of kids just like randomly in high school be like wicked high,
So you know what they
like in class.
you know what they didn't do? They didn't listen to the D.A.R.E program.
D.A.R.E program?
You don't tell me you didn't have the D.A.R.E program.
Maybe explain
You
it.
got to. It was like a middle school thing. I don't think they ever came back in high school because they knew we were already long gone, past hope. But
They knew we were screwed.
yeah, the D.A.R.E program was D.A.R.E. It's the logo should be popping in your head. It's written in red letters, like red ink. D.A.R.E. Fucking, I don't know what it stands for, but it's basically a guy would come in and be like, "Hey, I did 7 drugs every fucking day of my life. Don't do it. Maybe one of them, but don't do it, kids. Here, have a free sticker." Like basically those kind of people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a bunch of people that came in and said like, "Hey, I'm a retired police officer. One time this kid died on my watch. That's why you don't do drugs." Like stuff like that. It was an anti-drug campaign. Literally, I remember the one that sticks in my head is
I need to look this up.
yeah. Look up the D.A.R.E program.
D.A.R.E program. Here we go.
The logo should have like immediately. If you didn't have it, then you wouldn't.
Well, it's founded in Los Angeles, California.
Maybe it's a West Coast thing.
Yeah, it might be, because I don't remember a guy coming into my classroom being like, drugs!
They made,
You know?
they made me feel like Superman, but don't do them. Don't do them,
We used
kids.
to have like sex ed stuff.
I never went through sex ed.
Really?
Yeah.
I did.
I-
I mean, it was through like health class.
I forgot
but
to get
we
my,
we also had like mandatory sexual education.
I forgot to have my parents sign the permission slip to like see like the class for it. And so I just never saw it. I eventually figured it out, but I never
Did I tell you? I feel like I have, because if I had this conversation with my dad the other day.
maybe there's
funny
still
enough.
some stuff I'm missing. Is there some stuff I never learned about that I need to learn about?
Did I ever tell you about one of my friends in high school that was a drug dealer?
Uh
I feel like I have.
don't-
Definitely not on here. But
no, definitely not, but I don't even know. If you have
definitely
with
not
me.
here. Yeah, I won't say names for obvious reasons.
Go ahead.
Let's call him
Incriminate him.
Peter.
Incriminate him right
Let's
now.
call him Peter. All right. So Peter was a friend of mine in high school. He used to sell drugs. Obviously, I didn't buy anything off of him, and I didn't really give a shit. because it's his life. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, don't incriminate yourself. You already got the graffiti on
but-
podcast, so don't talk about.
But I had this one time, which I told my dad about, where it was towards like the end of the year, and we used to have lunch we used to have lunch together with like me, him, and like a few other friends that we had.
Right.
And he pulled me to the side one day at lunch, and he was like, "Yo, I just got these in stock." He was like, "I know you don't like ever buy anything from me, but he was like, if you're ever interested in this, let me know." He was like, "I could even give you one for free right now." And he opens up his wallet, and it's just like a little bag of cocaine.
Oh my god. Oh my
I was
god.
like, "Oh my god." I was like, "Peter, I love you, but no."
I was like, for anyone in the young audience listening, me and Mitch are not drug connoisseurs. We have not done any drugs. However, it doesn't take much knowledge to know that if someone just shows you cocaine, that's like they put a diamond on your desk. Like that's not a simple drug. That's not.
And he wanted to give it to me for free.
I mean,
just to like try it. And I was like, dude, I was like, no. I was like, I love you, but no.
I mean, for
absolutely
free?
not.
I mean, for free? You trying to give me that booger sugar for free, dude?
It's because me and him are good friends. That's the only thing I could think of for him giving me something like that for free.
Oh, if you ever want to come over here, I got crystal meth. Basically in this other pocket.
He used to try and sell me weed all the time. Yeah. And then that one.
See, if you want to make a quick buck, which anyone listening, by the way, if you do this, you will also immediately get the shit beat out of you. What you do is you get oregano leaves, you put them in baggies, you just sell it. You just go down to your local grocery store, get some herbs.
That is something that'll get you shot.
Yeah, don't do it, please. You're gonna have a bad time in high school if you sell someone oregano leaves.
Holy shit!
You sell someone some basil leaves.
That is one way to piss off someone and get shot.
Yeah, do it on your last day.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine some kids, like some stoner kids, hide in the back, like, "Yo, dude, your stuff smells fucking awesome. What is that?" I think it smells oregano. Like. Yeah, it smells like basil. What is it? Shit. Is that cayenne pepper?
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so don't do that. Yeah, the D.A.R.E program.
Bad influences.
I remember one teacher, because he came and he's like, "Oh, I did all these drugs." And, it's always a sad story. Like, oh, and then, my friend got addicted, or, I had someone close to me die because they did too much drugs. So that's why I'm here to talk to you guys now to not do it. And I remember this dude, I don't know why this one sticks in my head. He's like, I used to do mushrooms. We're like, okay, how'd you do it? And he's like, what me and my friends would do is walk out into the cow pastures and find a cow patty, which for any of you that don't know, it's cow shit that's in the grass. And what we do is we lift up the cow patty, and because it'll shit in the grass, there's mushrooms going underneath. And you just take them and pop in your mouth. And we're like, and we're just like, you're fucking insane.
No.
There's no way.
No. That can't be true. No.
That's like,
now I have that image.
Is the D.A.R.E program did you check? Is it even still used?
I don't know. It didn't look like it. Look at the logo was really old.
All right, so
to be honest,
here's an interesting topic.
Oh no, it's still going.
Oh fuck.
It's still going. It was founded in 1983.
Oh, I remember seeing a tweet about this.
It's still going to this day.
I saw a tweet about this, and I forgot they made you do this as a kid. They gave you a quote unquote contract they had to sign that was like, I will never do drugs. And someone on Twitter was like, yo, who else broke the contract from D.A.R.E? Can they sue us? But
see, it's funny you bring this up because I've never heard of that.
I
feel like it's got to be a West Coast thing, but I could be wrong.
I have an interesting question for you and how you think this would go down. Okay. Let's say not sex ed, but like let's say the D.A.R.E program. Anything about mugging, something like that. Do you think it's better that programs like these exist, or do you think it would be better to let people find out through life? Because I don't know why, but the idea of grabbing some middle schoolers and be like, hey, you guys ever heard about drugs? And you're like, no. It's like, well, here's all 7 of them. Here's this one. This one will get you really like this one will just fucking.
Mm,
You ever heard of bath salts? That shit will make him go nuts. Like I don't know. I feel like putting that in someone's mind, like incites it more.
mm.
If you tell a kid don't light that trash bag on fire, he's gonna go light that trash bag on fire.
Yeah, see, I feel like it's that thing as like being a kid towards an adult, and adults always like, hey, don't do this. And then as a child, you're like, I have to do this.
I want to do it.
I like, you know what I mean? Because even I was kind of the same way. When like my parents would be like, hey, don't touch that. And I obviously you're gonna go back. You're gonna go touch it.
Yeah, if my kid busts
You
in the
know?
door on his way home from middle school and says, "Dad, I want cocaine," then he broke the contract. That's what I'm saying.
Broke the contract. I don't know. I feel like it depends. To be honest, if you think about it from like a educational standpoint,
Yeah,
like I feel like it'll have more effects on a younger child than someone who's older.
I think
because
middle
of
school is a
someone-
good time for it.
I think that's a good age group because when you get to high school, you kind of get your own egos with things.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
elementary
So
school is
when you're
way
in
too
high
young
school,
to tell someone.
Yeah, elementary is way too young for something like that. But I feel like in high school, most people are less caring about a special visitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it like a substitute teacher.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No respect whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So that's my exact thought process I'm thinking through as like a student in high school. It's just not going to be like that connection. You know what I mean?
All right.
Unless that person is going through it, I feel like there's not going to be that connection.
Which hopefully I think is probably the use of the program too.
Mm.
All right, guys, what's up? My name is Justin from the D.A.R.E program. We're gonna talk about cocaine today. Don't worry, I brought enough for the class. It's inside these little baggies, so don't open them. Just for you to see why the fuck is that one empty. Who had number 5?
Who the fuck
had no-
touched it?
I see John in the back there. You're shaking like a motherfucker. What's up? Why are you shaking so much?
All I got in my head when you said John shaking like a motherfucker, all I got in my head was like, like a dog like out in the rain that's like really cold.
Just fucking shaking.
That's the only thing that popped in my head. Was just like a dog out in the rain, just cold, just shaking.
I see John over there. He's not sitting
I
still.
don't know why.
John, did you have bag number 5?
Oh man.
Yeah, yes. It's like, all right, well, I got some. What is it? It's not Novocaine. It's something
The
else.
program worked.
Yeah, the program worked. And fucking number 7's empty. Who the fuck? Sarah, I see you. Your eyes are bouncing around the room. Get over here. I got this.
Looking like a fly with those eyes.
I've never seen eyeballs do backflips like that. Holy shit, get over here. Little Tommy over there is foaming at the mouth. He took bag 8 and 9. In case we have to lay it out for any younger audience members here, don't do drugs.
Yeah, please.
If anything we've said has taught you anything,
Do us a solid.
Yeah, please sign the Numbnuts contract. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, just do us a solid, all right?
Right in the comments. I pledge not to take the number 5 bag. Fuck, I forget. There's something else I wanted to talk about that had to do with all this. But oh god, it's just funny. You have to go through all this shit. Oh yeah. Fun fact for anyone who wants to know. I was a good kid in high school. And by that, I mean I didn't talk to anyone, I didn't do any shit. However, and Lyric can vouch for this if he was here, he'd say it. My class, I had a class in high school that literally drove my teacher to probably like 5 mental breakdowns in a month span.
Jesus.
Then she got fired for having the mental breakdowns.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that actually happened at my school. I feel horrible because
holy shit.
Yeah, I really liked her, and the thing is, no one was mean directly to her. There was just no respect. Like there was just a constantly. It was actually where I met Lyric because me and him were the only kids that didn't talk, so we bonded over that. But everyone else in the classroom,
we were just like, what the fuck is up with everyone in this class?
Exactly. It was the class.
Bro, that was like being Spanish. Oh my god.
Oh my! Don't even get me started on
Spanish. There was no respect, which sucked because the teacher, who I will actually drop the name of because I loved her that much, Miss Asasi was the teacher for it.
Mm-hmm.
She would not take your shit. Like,
yep.
But like you know, she would be very serious with you, but like if you got to know her, she was like incredibly nice
Right.
because she ended up being also my bowling coach for varsity.
Nice.
So she was the bowling coach and she was my teacher. Um, but she would not take your shit. Like she did not care.
Me and my Spanish
But
teacher.
I always felt bad because there was always a bunch of like really bad kids in like her
Oh, yeah,
classes.
there always is.
Yeah.
Me and my Spanish teacher hated each other.
That's a yikes.
You may think that was a piece of shit. No, it's because I read too much in class. I was going through the phase
Read
of being
too much?
addicted to Harry Potter, and she got pissed I was reading
Oh.
during class.
Okay.
So fuck her. No, honestly, the main reason I didn't like her, she held me back when I wasn't supposed to be, and they couldn't fix it. So I was a little pissed at that. I lost an elective of high school because she just fucking was like, fuck this dude. But that teacher that got driven away, it wasn't anyone being directly mean to her. Like
It was just probably everything.
yeah, she didn't walk in. Someone went, bitch. No, it wasn't that. It was just like the classic scenario of paper airplanes flying through the air, people talking.
It was just a rowdy class.
Exactly, shooting spitballs,
Yeah.
like the classic '90s movie scenario. That in order for her to get us quiet, she had to hit like a Mach 5 scream that the teachers in the rest of the hallway could hear. And I think about on her
Yeah,
fifth scream is when
bad.
the principal's like, this might not be the career path for
This
you.
might not work.
I think you should go to elementary.
Man, that's awful.
Yeah, so I feel bad for her because she was actually a really nice person.
Mm.
So I don't want to name drop her because I want to put her through any more hell. Just in case.
Just in case she's somehow watching this.
Yep. But yeah, no, my Spanish teacher, me and her didn't get along. I don't know why.
Mrs. Ase, I love you. Thank you for dealing with me.
I was always my teacher.
I hope you're retired now because she was planning to retire like 2 years after I graduated. So I hope she's retired and she's happy.
Yeah, most of my teachers liked me because I didn't say anything. I was the quiet one, and they liked that.
Mm.
I like the kid that doesn't.
Yeah, there
give them
was
shit.
like a few teachers I had like a really good connection with.
Right.
It was my Spanish teacher, my guitar teacher, and my gym teacher. I had really good connections with.
Oh, my gym teacher did
Which
not.
was funny because my gym teacher, like, he didn't seem like the type of guy I'd get along with, but I ended up getting along with him like very well.
Yeah, my gym teacher didn't like me. He was also missing 2 fingers.
Ooh.
I don't know why. He didn't like me because he was also the wrestling
I feel like
coach.
that's a thing you don't question.
Yeah, he was also my wrestling
Out of
coach, which is why I didn't.
respect.
He didn't like
Oh
me.
yeah, I forgot you did that.
I hated it.
You know, that's funny. I completely forgot you took wrestling.
Yeah, I did wrestling.
I
And
totally forgot that.
the reason I hated it is because it feels up to me. I'd be inside playing video games without ever seeing daylight for probably the first 15 years of my life. But of course, my dad was like, you need to go out and do sports. So he forced me to choose sports. And in high school, that was pretty much the only choice. And so I hated it. I'm not a sports person. I hated wrestling. It just sucked. So I'd skip a lot of practices. I'd just not give a shit while I'm there. And so he just hated me. I was basically begging for him to kick me off the team. I hated it. But yeah, so that's why he didn't like me. I've done lacrosse, soccer, and wrestling. Lacrosse is probably the most fun. Just get a stick and a ball. You know, most sports include a stick and a
I've
ball.
heard lacrosse is fun. I've never played lacrosse, but I've watched it because it was really popular in my high school. It was lacrosse, basketball, and football were like the most popular sports.
Right.
So I used to watch the lacrosse games every now and then, and it seems like a very exciting sport.
I actually knocked myself out in lacrosse.
Oh.
It was after someone had scored a goal. So after someone,
Sorry, I can clear my throat. I have like a tickle in my throat now.
I've been doing it for the past 15 minutes, like past hour pretty much, so don't worry about it.
Ah.
I knocked myself out in lacrosse because someone scored a goal. It was kind of halftime, so everyone's kind of walking back to their places. But I was running because I had to make it all the way back to center field because I was going to be the person to. Because lacrosse kind of is like the same thing as hockey, where they drop the ball and you have to kind of battle for it in the middle. So I was sprinting back to the middle to catch up, so they didn't have to wait for me. And I looked to my right to like maybe look for my parents and something like that. And then I just full speed, like I'm sprinting. I full speed just slam into this other fucking dude. And just completely knock myself out and on my back. I don't know if it's an insult to myself, but the dude completely unfazed. He just turned around as if a breeze of wind had like whistled in his
Was
back.
it a big guy?
Not that much. That was the weird thing. I think I ran into like Superman or something like that. It looked like someone had tapped on the shoulder. He turned around and saw me and went, and kept walking. But after I blacked out for a second, opened my eyes, and I was on the ground, I got up, and the minute I stood up, I knew something was wrong. I was fucked up. So I limped my way back, and I think about 15 seconds, I finally went, after getting the wind knocked out of me. So I walked.
Yeah, getting the wind knocked out of you sucks.
And my coach was like, Justin, get back in there. All I did was shake my head. He's like, all right, sit down. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's such an uncomfortable feeling.
It's terrifying. Do you think you're about to die? And then you finally just take that.
Yeah, because your lungs, like it's weird. It sounds like you have to like reset your lungs.
It feels like you're choking on
like
nothing.
Your body it feels like your body just forgot how to breathe.
It's terrifying. I've only got the wind knocked out of me like twice in my life, and that's
I've had it knocked out of me at least like 20 times.
Oh my God.
Well, because the sports I play.
Of course.
I mean, baseball, it's not always contact, but there is contact.
Listen, I did it to myself, and I barely even touched the dude in front of me. Fucking tapped him on the shoulder, knocked my wind out.
Here. While he was just walking to the field, I was crippled on the crowd.
Actually, I remember I've gotten it 3 times. The second time was during wrestling. It was the only match I ever won in wrestling.
I was gonna say you probably got dropped.
Yeah. So I hated wrestling. Like I said, anytime I'd go against an opponent, I barely even tried. I was like, this guy's gonna win. I'll make his day. I'll just give it to him. I'll give him the win. But he didn't drop me. I don't remember what position we were in. We were basically just, fucking 2 dudes rubbing on each other, classic wrestling. But he picked me up in the air. And then this motherfucker jumped too, like it was WWE. And slammed me.
Body slammed you.
Yeah, because everyone was cheering. If anyone's ever been to a wrestling game in high school, it's not just one game in the center of the floor like it's a boxing match. There's like 6.
Yeah, it's a good amount.
Yeah, it's like 6 games.
It's like 5 matches set up.
Exactly. So I remember hearing the side that my parents were cheering on, and I got slammed. And I think I heard about 15 people just go, oh.
Just, oh, shit.
And the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was my parents just immediately frowning, just like, oh. He got up after I stayed down, of course. I did not get up. And it was...
I like how both experiences you've had with sports have just related to you getting knocked the fuck out or wind knocked out of you.
I originally stood back up and I was like... and I walked back off the mat. My coach was like, no, go back on there. They got to take the winner. I was like, okay. And they grabbed my hand and it's like, due to an illegal move, he wins. And I lifted my hand. I was like, oh, thanks. And I was
gonna say, I don't think you're allowed to lift. Well, you can lift, but I don't think you can go with it.
No, you can drop someone if you sweep the legs.
Yeah, you can drop somebody. Yeah, but you can't straight up pick them up and suplex them.
Yeah, no, that's straight. If he put his knee under me, might as well just broke my spine. But no, I won my only match due to an illegal move that knocked the wind out of me. So fucking.
Take it as a badge of honor.
And I still have the trophy up to this day. I'm just kidding. But that'd be funny if I got a trophy.
It's literally just like a little baby trophy.
Yeah. I had to wrestle a girl too, which I couldn't care about. I wasn't worried about losing my honor. I was only worried because the girl that was reffing it, I had a crush on at the time. So I didn't want to. I lost. And
it was a lose-lose situation.
It was a lose-lose. Not sexist at all. Props to her. She deserved it. And then I felt bad because I had to wrestle another girl, but I forgot my mouthpiece that goes in your mouth. And you can't wrestle without it. So she won by default, so that made me look like a bitch. I chickened out of it, but I really just forgot my gear at home. Ugh. See, you'd be good as a skinny guy in wrestling. It fucking hurts. Wrestling nothing but bones clacking around,
Yeah.
Here comes. You see all the bones clacking. Yeah.
Oh, comes Skelly. Here he comes.
There was one wrestling teacher that was pretty cool. He was like a young dude, younger teacher, and we were short on wrestlers that day. Like a lot of people skip school for some reason. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be your sparring guy today." So me and him were practicing on each other. He's like, all right, take me down. And I kind of like grabbed him and let go. He's like, no, actually take me down. And I was like, I've never attacked a teacher before. Okay.
He was like, but if this is my only opportunity to do it, I might as well take advantage.
Exactly. So I brought him down, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna show you a move, whatever it's called the Samsung spin cycle, whatever it is. And he basically fucking grabbed my leg and spun sideways and at the brink of snapping my leg. And he's like, do you feel this move? I was like, I fucking feel it, coach.
I fucking feel it, coach.
Other than that, it was
they put you in like an ankle lock in a sense.
Yeah, and the only last injury, because I know we've been talking about sports for a minute. The last injury I got in wrestling, some dude was on because the way you lose in wrestling is if you can't get up off your back. If someone
you're pinned.
Exactly. So I got pinned, and I don't know what this dude was trying to do. He basically tried to roll me up like a mat. Like he lifted my feet up, and it cracked my back. But then it did another crack that you're usually not supposed to hear, and it was like in the back of my neck, and it went into my head. I was like, oh, I'm straight up paralyzed right now. Like, there's no way I live through this. And I laid there after the ref my coach blew the whistle because it was only in practice. And the coach who didn't like me at the time, he's like, hey, get the fuck up. And I just laid there writhing back and forth. He's like, get up. And I was just like, you could just see my face. He's like, all right, go to the nurse. And I think that line gave me the energy to immediately stand up and walk out of there out of pure hatred for that coach. I was like, fuck you, dude. I almost died. Like, I cracked my neck.
See, like I could go on and on about this shit that happened to me when I played baseball.
Yeah, you've been in it a lot longer than I've done anything.
Just from injuries,
Did they make you exercise at all for practice? Like do you have to
do like a mini workout?
Do they make you do like jumping jacks and push-ups and stuff like that?
I used to lead them half the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Because obviously for wrestling, they made us do so
We do like
fucking
25
much.
jumping jacks. We would do sit-ups. We would run the entire field twice. Yep. Just like some regular stretches too, with like a partner.
Right.
Stuff like that before games.
You know what they should do in baseball? They should let you guys practice kicking each other in the dick. So that way you become numb to it. Ball hits it, nothing. It's like someone just blew air.
You don't have to wear a cup.
Exactly. If you get hit in the dick with a baseball, you don't even feel a thing. Keep playing. You're used to it. You got balls of steel.
About baseball.
Yeah, I never got hit.
Cup.
Yeah, what did I have to wear a cup for? Was it lacrosse? Yeah, I had to wear a cup in lacrosse.
That makes sense.
That wasn't that uncomfortable to me.
I've been hit so many times in the dick from baseball. My penis.
It's dangerous, man. It's a dangerous game.
Well, we've been going a while here, but if the podcast peeps are interested in hearing some stories from my baseball days, I am more than willing to share some stories. Probably some that Justin's never heard.
Yeah, we can spend 30 straight minutes talking about injuries to the penis.
Yep.
Different ways that it's happened.
Yeah, I got hit in the dick 2 plays in a row in high school. Like ground balls, just
that's when
twice
that's
in a row.
When God looked at you and said, "Stay down, final warning."
Yeah, literally,
yeah,
like got hit in the dick, went down on the ground. Coach came out, he's like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I got hit in the dick." And he was like, "All right, you'll be fine in a sec. Walk it off." And I walked it off, and then literally the next fucking batter hit it in the same place, and it hit a bounce and hit me in the dick again.
Did you actually like go to the ground and like, oh, or did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit hurts. Because I played third base in high school, which I'm the closest person to that batter.
Yeah.
So if my pitcher is throwing an 80-mile-per-hour fastball at the dude and he hits it, it's coming back at me at like 100 miles per hour.
I can't do baseball.
And I only have like 2 seconds to react.
If that. Dude, that shit's terrifying to me. I can't. That's why I can't do baseball. Like, if you're on any of the plates, anywhere, I don't even care from the outfield, that bat flies so fucking fast. Or that ball. Like.
It's the exit velocity.
Exactly. It's terrifying.
Like a pitch going, let's say 98 miles per hour, and you swing hard enough, you're probably going to hit that ball about 108 miles per hour, give or take.
And if you're on one of the bases, you got like a second, maybe, if that, to throw up the glove. And also...
That's what I'm saying. The pitcher mound is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, you're dead center.
Comebackers?
Yeah.
I have a funny story about that, but you'll have to learn about that on the next podcast.
You're dead center. You're the target.
Yeah, I have some stories of comebackers. Not good ones.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. All right, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us for this episode of the Numbnuts podcast.
Thank you for the support as always. We'll be seeing you next week. Maybe something special since it'll be episode 10. But thank you very, very much for all the listeners. We appreciate you. We will see you next week. Hope you guys are all staying safe during the pandemic. Stay off of Twitter. And we will see you guys soon.
Alrighty.
You guys have a great rest of your go tuck yourself in. Go give yourself a kiss. Right on the forehead.
Yeah, just go to bed, actually.
Get the fuck in bed.
Yeah.
Go the fuck. If you're driving right now, fall asleep. You're overdue. Get it. Pull over.
Just don't even just go to bed. Don't even pull over.
That button with the red triangle on it, that's called the park anywhere button. You press that, flashes turn on, you can park anywhere you'd like, legally. No one can stop you. You can park right in the middle of the highway. Park right there. Take a quick doze. Come back next week.
All right.
You
See y'all next week.
deserve a champ. All right. See you guys later.
Get out of here.
Bye-bye.